Hey guys, Susanna here. Well, I am back to do a little bit more on my hydrangea. It's taken forever. So I was just got to put it so I can fit it all into camera and make sure that it's in the spot I need it to be. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'll just sit down. So it's sort of on that. So what I've done is I've stitched it down. I've stitched these bits down, put a little bit more. Actually got that on the retreat at Corinne's. Put that in there. So I've got this little guy to put here, but I'm actually thinking maybe I should put the word hydrangeas, hyacinths. Oh, I've got to do a new one because Dawn, thanks Dawn, I appreciate it. I forgot the N. That was a bit like my my house sampler that I did, and someone goes, must be something to do with the N's, because I forgot the N on that one too. Is it M-N-O? Yeah, it was the N, and I managed to get that in, and so I've got to get my little stamps and do another hyacinth thing. But in the meantime, I've got to try and figure out where am I going to put that. So roses is there, tulips is there. Do we maybe put it here? Or do we put it there? But that looks like it's right on top of that, doesn't it? Thinking maybe there. Anyway, so I was thinking there, but it's probably a bit, or here. Yes, that works. And I'll probably do hyacinth written not with the, without the S on the end of it. That would work. Okay, so I've got these bits and pieces that I'm going to put on there, and I've got my little needle ready to go, but they're quite fragile, these babies. So I've got to figure out how I had it. Let's take my glasses off. Sorry if my head gets in camera. It's because I can't see. A couple of weeks and I'll have a new prescription, and hopefully that'll do me. I'm going to put in, see if I can just find the place where I had it last time. Maybe that was here. It just seems like an on the top. Sorry. Yeah, it's definitely darker on one side than it is on the other. Put that in there. I'm just wondering, do I do the whole lot and do a really big, oh, that's it, that looks like a really good piece, doesn't it? Hang 10. But then we got these really scraggly little pieces here that are not so good. So what do we do him at the top, because it sort of has got that top look by the looks of it. And then aha, I reckon that could fit in there. Almost pretty perfect actually. And then we'll mould it to go down. That can go there. Definitely want some of the darker colour. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm getting quiet, which is what I do when I'm concentrating. Okay, just cutting up. See how furry it gets? I've got to be so careful. Okay, so I will be definitely needs to go that way. And that bit gets free. No. I have that going like that. That going in there. We'll just crumple them in together. This looks like it could go in here. And then maybe this bit in here, because I like that dark purple. Okay, at least I'm using most of the bits that I've got. So I've got this here. So what I'm going to do is I think that's probably the easiest way. And then you have a little bit, you know, the colours, it's all coloured and it's all beautifully drawn and whatnot, but I think this is going to be a nice idea. And whatever I don't do, I'll put that in first. Don't mind it hanging over the edge a little bit. Maybe have it coming in. A bit of a hole in the middle there, but that's okay. And then I can do this little bit because I like him. Now, I am really going to have to sew it down. So, and we got this little bit just here, which is going to prove to be difficult. There we go. So it's very 3D. And let's hope that it doesn't fray too much. See, it's already starting to go on me. Oh, jolly water. So now for the interesting bit. There's a little bit there. That's going to go in all these little fray bits. So I'm going to have to really concentrate on getting all this down. It looks really good though. I love the dyedness of it. There's just that one little bit there. That I could go like that, and then we got a bit of a dark bit up there now. Oh yeah. Okay. Now, oh, it's gorgeous. Stick that in. Okay. Okay, here's my purple. What I'm going to do, where's my is. Oh, it looks so good. Let's look. Hopefully my head wasn't stuck in all that time. Yeah, we'll have it more in the middle. Oh, it looks really nice. A great way to use up your bits and pieces. It really looks like a hyacinth. So, okay, so this is going to be interesting. We are just going to do a snatch and grab, basically, all the way along. And I'll be able to see where I'm going. Oh, there goes my phone. From underneath. Oh, shush. So get the right colour. So I need to go here, and I'm going to go up here. This one looks like it's a bit loose. Yep. Not proving to be easy, but it will be worth it. And this guy looks like he's sitting up too, so turn around and have a look where you've been. Yeah, so what I might do, because this may be easier to do off camera, you've got the drift of how it's going to look when it's done. There, see, fray. Ugh. So I'll go down and grab some of this and pull it tight. Some bits are going to prove to be a little difficult. There we go. So yeah, it's one of these ones you don't want to be looking too hard at the back because it'll be rather messy, but that it has the effect that you are after. Okay, looks like I'm going to be needing to go in with this one. Okie dokie. Yeah, sometimes things are a good idea at the time, but then when you go to try and do them, all this frayness, better grab that while I can. See how it's really fray? Push it down and go back down this way. There we go. Still got the colour without the frayness. I might bring this down while I can. Okay, what I might do now, because this is all over the place, I've doubled up my my thread, and there we go. So go back down, go back up again, and then go like this. Still in camera, and I'll come back to that. That looks so pretty. Then what I'll do is have a look. What's the time? 14 minutes. That all feels like longer. Now, yeah, 40 minutes you're watching me struggle. I'll just make sure that there's plenty of glue, and in the meantime, these guys staying put, and I will get in there because I really got to get in there. So what I'm going to do is going to find, oh, that's a really good colour. Okay, find some thread, and sometimes it happens to be a the DMC or a pearl, but this time the colour is just perfect in that wool. So what I'll do is just do a backing stitch, just similar to what I did in the on the crocus actually. Where are we? We're nearly, yeah, see that's with the DMC, but I think there was different colours, but this is all the same. I might do a couple of strokes in maybe a lighter highlight colour on the inside, but for now the outside will just be a nice straight stitch. I won't do it too long, even though this is fairly long, because it does tend to break. So how are we all going? I'm glad I've got, this will probably be the second and the last. Normally I do about 4 of the Botanical Beauties in the month, but it's just getting far and few between because I'm so behind on everything. Definitely need to play catch up. And so does Corinne. I was just on the chatting with her before I did this video, and she needs to do a bit of catch up herself as well. Okay, we'll put that up higher, out of the way, and we'll do, where do we start? I think I might even start it up here, go around. This is actually here, I'll show you. This is a leaf, but then this there, that little bit here, is actually the stem in the picture. So I'm going to be very careful, but I don't want to pull that. Okay, then I'll come in and go over the actual leaf. Start it there. Ugh. And it's getting a little bit trickier now that this baby is bigger. So I'll try and do this part first, which is the most annoying part, and then come back, do the worst part first. It doesn't seem so bad when you're doing the rest. Okay, now, oh, well, if you've watched this far, I'm just going to remind you, don't forget the sale is still on until the 31st of October. You just go to my website, which is always linked in any video. Go on there and buy stuff, and when you get to the checkout, it says, you know, code. So put in sale 25, and then that will automatically discount. Some people have gotten some real good discounts, you know, $30-something, you know, $50. So it does make a big difference. And some people have been asking about my my Village Life panel. I do have some left, but I think they're like, once I'm not going to do another print. So I think there's about 20 something left. So after that, that's it. So there's still enough for people to grab them, but I probably won't do another print because I've got my next retreat up and coming, and then I've got prints of those. So yeah, this is a great colour. And just doing a running stitch is always good. We've only got 2 more left, so the next one won't be far away. That's for the November one. I think Corinne said she is going to be starting that one. So yep, and then yeah, 2 more. It's gone pretty fast. Yeah, so yeah, go and grab yourself a bargain. I only have a percentage off once a year. I have sales, but I don't reduce price, but I have different sales. I yesterday went to you know, the vintagey places, and I've gotten some really lovely items which are being washed, and they will probably go on there after the sale to restock my shop. So yeah, there's some beautiful, I've just been in the right place at the right time. And I went to a lady that sells, she goes to France and buys these French stuff, so I've got to make them into packs, and gorgeous. I mean, then it's not cheap, but because we are doing slow stitching and we don't need meterage, we just need smaller bits, I will get some and then I'll chop it up. I chop it up so you don't have to. I must admit, when you pay a lot of money for them, it's hard to chop up. But yeah, but they are so gorgeous. So there's going to, in that pack, I'll have some genuine vintage. I've got about 4 genuine vintage pieces, and then I'm going to put in like French inspired, like I've got some Licello, which is French design, but it's newer, so but it's still French, so it'll be like a French pack, and some old fabrics and some new fabrics. And there goes my phone again. Shush, busy talking. It's how rude, hey? Interrupt me like that. Now, yeah, might as well keep going. So I'll yeah, so I'll stitch along with this. And what else am I working on? I'm still working on my squirrel. The next video might be the Just Because video. I'm really enjoying doing that. It's so exciting to be like going back and, you know, doing stuff for me from my trip. So it's really nice to be able to do that, and that there's no pressure. Now I've got a whole year to get it going, but yeah, enjoying doing that. And as for the Roxy's Journal of Stitchery, I think I'm just going to do them in the background, and I'll just whack it on the Facebook page or show you when I've done, you know, because I've showed up to the summer stuff, but then I haven't even started on the autumn. Oh. So, gee, there's a lot of thickness there. This is a bit of a camphor quilt. That's why. Thinking, gee, it's thick. So, okay, guys. Well, loving how this is looking already. And I'm just going to turn off the camera, do a bit of homework. It's been lovely sitting and stitching with you and nattering away as you get your work done. So while I'm doing stuff in the background, I've got, you know, a few plans for next year, which I'm doing in the background, and yeah, it's always my brain's always going. So, okay, now we'll go up here. Okay, no worries, guys. Well, I'll leave it at that. It looks so pretty. This is what it looks like to you, but when I actually have it on there, it's sideways, but it's so nice. And then I I think I'm going to stick, because that was going to go there. Just look nice, and I'll put the hyacinth thing when I print it out properly, and I'll have to do it that way so it matches up. So got to redo that one, get a bit of calico from somewhere and redo it. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching and stitching with me. It is very pretty the way it's going to be worth it, but it's going to take a fair bit of work to try and get that to stay down, but I do love the effect. And these are bits I got on, I was sewing this a little bit on the retreat, so that's where I sewed it down. Okay, thanks for watching guys. Enough of my knittering, and I'll catch you in the next video.